Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a reboot of my old Morrowind series. It's been quite a good while since I last uploaded a real video, not one of those like under a minute crap, which it's for experiment, and I wanted. It's not important anyway. So, anyway. I have decided that I want to do a 100% completion of Morrowind. I will do it on the hardest difficulty, and I will also explain some of the rules along the way. Like last time, I am using OpenMW. It makes Morrowind easier to record, but also adds some nice features. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin our new adventure. Each event is preceded by prophecy, but without the hero, there is no event. In the waning years of the Third Era of Tamriel, a prisoner born on a certain day to uncertain parents was sent under guard without explanation to Morrowind, ignorant of the role he was to play in that nation's history.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison, first by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Many fall, but one remains.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up. Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
Now, I have not actually decided my name yet, so I will probably change all the stuff I do now until you get to the final end where you can decide your character and stuff. I think I did that with Carrie as well.
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go. Quiet. Here comes the guard.
This is where you get off. Come with me. Get yourself up on deck and let's keep this as civil as possible.
Okay.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
Just like the name, I will not choose it for now, I think.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release. Head on in.
Do
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
Now, here is the borderline between old games and new games. If you have ever played Daggerfall Arena, I'm not sure about Battlespire if it have a class system. I've never played it. There is a system where you can answer its questions, and that will basically mean what class you're going to be. Now, here, if you are not happy with the class you get, you can change it. But I'm not sure about Daggerfall, but Arena you could not change it. So yeah, give him the info, pick from a class list. Now the system here is way more broken than the Oblivion. At least from me, because if you look here, Acrobat. Knight is a prime example, you see, long blade and axe. That's not really, you want to level up your minor skill a bit more, because you want those attributes points. You don't want +3, +2, +1, you want 4 or 5, generally. So yeah, we are most likely going to pick our own class, but like I said before, I have not really thought of a character, but I have one in mind. But for now, let's just play along. We're gonna be an acrobat.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be? Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
Now, I have thought of maybe Aragornian or Redguard. Redguard because they start off with a high strength and endurance, if I'm not wrong, and they have adrenaline rush, which is like overpowered as all hell in this game. And in Oblivion for that matter too. Aragorn is just more for role-playing perspective. I want to give my characters a bit more depth when I do my playthroughs, not just do 100% completion. So that you will see a little bit of role-playing. But I think I'm actually going to be a Redguard. I think male. We did female last time, but even if the series didn't work out, I will still be a male. Now, face. I don't want him to be like baby young like this face. I want him to be like his 40s or late 30s like this face. So that probably makes more sense, and I probably want a ponytail. Let's go with this. Now, fill out your forms, because now we can actually choose ourselves. I'm going to pick some skills that we will use a lot, but some also we are not going to, so it have a nice balance. Alec here, scout. He let me tell you a bit of his backstory. I can't speak today. I made up one while doing this. I think most likely agility or speed, and actually let's pick agility. Speed is not really that important at there. Why I want agility is because you have a higher chance of hitting targets, and yeah, that's pretty much it. You want to start off with a decent amount of agility. Endurance is self-explanatory because it's so important in every game really, except Skyrim because it didn't have that system. What it does is every time you level up, your health is basically a 1/10. You will get 1/10 of your endurance to your health. Now, so a higher endurance is important to start off with, because you will not. I think base endurance is 1/5 because you. Oh, what am I saying? You understand me later on. Anyway, scout. No. Fine, I will continue. 1/10 of 50 would mean pretty much like 5 HP. It's a tenth of it. If you start off with like 75, like if you would use the lady's birth sign, then you would get 7 health points instead, or hit points, consider how you want to do it. Strength is not really that important for us. Intelligence and willpower the same, but we will use some intelligence because Magicka. We're going to use some spells. Now, marksman will be our priority for us. We are going to be a, should we say a combat archer? We're not going to be like really stealthy, but sneak will be something that is useful sometimes. We will also use a weapon skill. Because we're going to use short blade a lot, I'm thinking of putting blunt weapons. That is because short blades level up like crazy. You can go from 15 to 30 in no time. It's so easy to level it up. So I think instead put blunt weapons. And then it will be used as backup. Armor type. Now that is a tricky question. I thought of medium armor. But also light armor. Armor skills generally does not level up that fast. You know, just because some bit of a variation, we could use medium armor because it's the only type that is not in the other game. So we then, if I decided to play a playthrough on Oblivion, we could decide then if we want light or heavy. But that is a problem for when we have completed this game. Now I am thinking also of some magic skills. Magic skills are very hard to level up if you're low on it. Maybe not restoration, because there are some very cheap spells that have like still 40 chance if you do not have it as a major or minor. Destruction is going to be yeah, why not? We can do destruction. But then I would change it to intelligence. Yeah, why not? Let's do intelligence so we have a bit more magicka when we start out. I don't think it will be a big problem for agility at the moment. Now, backup weapon. Now, other skills here. I think I will put sneak. Sneak is a good skill to have high. These skills will all start at least at level 30. Now, minor skills. These are not as important, but it's good anyway. I'm thinking acrobatics, but people are gonna sue me because it's a jumping and running skill. And I will probably jump high anyway later on. I guess we could pick restoration, but that would be kind of useless. I want to have speechcraft though, because there will be times you have to use it, and because I use OpenMW I cannot spam bribe, so we have to have that decent as well. Now, acrobatics. Yeah, sure. Or no, I'm... Illusion could be pretty badass. Yeah, let's actually do illusion in minor, and then we have... what would it be? We probably won't enchant as much. But I guess it would be useful considering... Yeah, why not? We can take that. And 2 last skills, okay. Thinking... Hand to hand. For when weapons break. And we don't want to repair in the middle of the battle, because that would suck. And I think... I don't want to put security because, or acrobatics or athletics, because I know we are going to use it a lot. We could pick on armored because I'm thinking of having a hood, if those exist. But that would be kind of useless. Yeah, sure, why not? We put on armored there. Now, I think I'm going to write a bit of a backstory, yes. It will feel so much great later on. But first we're going to pick specialization magic because it levels up so slowly. Now, I'll see you in a minute. Welcome back. I wrote the backstory, and after doing some reading about Aliki warriors, they're a group of mercenaries, so I thought it wouldn't suit him, and I don't know when Aliki warriors, the faction or guild, whatever you want to call it, was created, so I decided he must scout in the Fighters Guild instead. So, the story goes as follows. Revuris Azik, which is his name, was raised in a Red Guard merchant tribe selling wares and traveled all over Hammerfell. One night his family was dead except his uncle, who took care of him until he got sick and died. At the age of 18, Revuris joined the Fighters Guild to become better at the marksman skills he was taught so many years ago. One day the Fighters Guild in Sentinel was burned down. There were few survivors, and in the midst of the smoke he shot a fellow guild member in the back, who revealed to him shortly before Revuris shot him was the one who killed his parents. When the fire stopped and the smoke cleared, he was arrested for killing him. None of the guild members believed Revuris when he said that it was the killer of his family he shot. He was shipped to the Imperial City the next week after being imprisoned in Sentinel, although he got released shortly thereafter on the order of the Emperor. Will Revuris survive in these harsh lands? We shall see. So, as you read in the backstory, which is shit, but I didn't want to write it too long either. I didn't want to spend the entire day. His name is Revuris Azik. He's a Red Guard from Hammerfell, and he is a scout. Now, birth sign is all that is left. Now, I don't think I want to be apprentice. Apprentice sucks, because the weakness to magicka. The serpent is kind of meh. The only... and the Lord sucks as well, because every dark elf in this game shoots fire at you. Now, the best options would be the lady, the mage, or the warrior. Fortify attack, from what I know, is that it increases how high of a chance you have to hit. At least from what I have understand it. But because we want extra health in this difficulty, I'm going to pick endurance. The lady. So we got 55 health, 40 magicka. Oh boy. And yeah, you can see the stats down here. I wonder how much that would cost. Although I could change the lady to the mage for some of the good magicka bonus. But then I would ruin the health. I guess we can just level up intelligence later on with the skills. Conjuration 10! Oh wait, we put the magic as a specialization. Oh yeah. I guess we are ready then. Let's go.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
You now have an inventory menu where you can see what you are carrying. Like all menus, right click to use your new menu. You can click and move objects from the world to your inventory. Read your papers by pressing the space button while looking at them, then select tape to pick them up.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Celisgravius.
Now, as you may see, the interiors kind of look weird. I had to put everything at the lowest difficulty. No, what am I saying? The lowest settings for graphic, so I could. So I could record, because the frame rate was super bad before. If you also remember the last few episodes before I stopped, kind of ish. Yeah, it was horrible. This regional liquor acts like a potion. To drink potions, equip them in the inventory menu. No thanks. Equip lockpicks in the small inventory menu. Try picking the lock of the small chest on the shelf. Okay. Wow. Equip lights and torches in the inventory menu. Lights and torches can only be used for a limited time before they burn out. Hiska, don't think I've forgotten our wager. I want this dagger sharp as a scam's claw by the morning. Letters, books and scrolls can be read by equipping them in your inventory menu. Now, you have to be careful with this stuff, because if you get caught, if you try to it sounds stupid, but I have done this. If you get caught, if you get caught like doing a crime, like trying to pickpocket a guard, for example, or stealing in front of a guard, he will arrest you and take all your stuff. And yeah. I know it's kind of self-explanatory, but it's counted as stealing, just so you be careful with that part. Now, I will also read as much books. Those I pick up, I will read. So quest items, whatever. Those I can, because there are some written like gibberish. You can see later. I probably won't read this because it's so long though. But I will read later. You now have a map menu. It shows you the name of the place you are in and you're facing. But I could do a episode once we are done with the entire game, or most of it, where I have reading. or stream maybe, and we shall see. You now have a magic menu where you can see all your power spells and magic items. Like all menus, right click to use your new menu. Click the spell or magic item you want to make your active magic. Press R to ready your active magic, then click to cast. Like I don't already know that. Press space to talk to the captain. Select topics to ask about him. Don't try persuasion on him. If you're not good at it, he starts to dislike you.
Your papers, please.
First, let me take your identification papers. Thank you. Word of your arrival only reached me yesterday. I am Sarasgravius, but my background is not important. I'm here to welcome you tomorrow. I want to know your background anyway. I'm Sarasgravius, a knight errant of the Imperial Legion. Okay, what about Morrowind? Yes, you are in Morrowind. I don't know why you're here or why you were released from prison or shipped here, but your authorization comes directly from Emperor Ural Septim VII himself, and I don't need to know any more than that. When you leave this office, you are a free man, but before you go, I have instructions on your duties. Instructions from the Emperor, so pay careful attention. Emperor Ural Septim? Yes, Emperor Ural Septim is still the Emperor. According to my instructions, he personally authorized your release from prison and your delivery here. It's all very mysterious, but that's the way the Empire works. Silence. Secrecy. Let not the left hand know what the right hand is doing. So you couldn't... I'm not going to do any sex tricks. Empire. Yes, of course, this is the Empire. This is the Wallenfeld district of the province of Morrowind, and Morrowind has been part of the Empire for over 400 years. The current Emperor is Ural Septim, 24th of the Septim line. You haven't been in prison that long, have you? Nothing wrong with your head, is there? The man said you were acting a little strange when they brought you in from the ship. You're saying that I am a weirdo. How terribly rude. Anyway, what are my duties? This package came with the news of your revivals. You are to take it to Chaos Crusades in the town of Balmora. Go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for Chaos Crusade. Then know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I also have a letter for you and a dispersal to your name. Wow, I got gold. How nice. Balmora? Balmora is north of Sedonin. The road passes Pelagia's Villa and Fort Pelagia, crosses a deep ravine, passes Fort Moonmoth, then turns west across the Odai River and into Balmora. The South Wall Corner Crop is in southeast Balmora, on the east of the river. For more detailed direction, talk to Alone the Scout at the Ariel's Trade House here in Sedonin. But take my advice. You are new here. Take the Seal Strider to Balmora. Fast, she, safe. Yeah, rapper. Cross the bridge and head east. Can't miss it. Okay. Should I go through all the topics? I want to know about Chaos Crusades. Report to Chaos Crusades in Balmora. I can't tell you where you find him, but you'll go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for him. Someone there can direct you to him. Siltshire. Okay, it's a final topic, okay. Siltshires carry passengers and cargo between settlements on Fallenfell. Fares depend on distance to be traveled. Siltshires are giant insects. A compartment for passengers and cargo is hollowed from the creature's shell. The driver directs the beast by directly manipulating exposed organs and tissues. Siltshires travel between Aldron, Balmora, Sedonin, Suran, Kinesis, Molgamar, Morgran, and North Landing near Vivek. So you are basically saying you are doing animal torture in Morrowind, and it is controlled by the Empire. I didn't know there was such a thing as animal torture in Morrowind. How rude. Well, I guess it's for the people. Your trade? I am a knight errant of the Order of Ebonheart, an imperial emissary attached to the Census and Exercise Office here in Sedonin. Oh my goodness, okay, final topic. I am proud to be an imperial. Through our legions and rule of law, we brought peace and civilizations to provinces of Terra. Blah blah blah. Goodbye. Now, I used to steal a broom behind here, but I don't know if I should do that. It's not really effective. and it only costs. You'll get money like 5 from it. Press G to use your journal and review what you have been told. You should probably check out Ariel's trade house up on the left. You're on your road now. Good luck. We are finally out, ladies and gentlemen. And I know it looks crap, you can't see anything up there, but at least you can see this episode of Morrowind. Oh. Now, before we end this episode, I will do 2 things. First, I want to talk with this little man. Hello.
Well, I don't know if I can help you, but I'll try.
Don't go away when you're talking to me, my good sir. Come back. Sir. What? Sir, stop. Thank you. Are you the one that the boat dropped off? All to see a boat arrive at that time of day. The Imperial's radio okay. I swear they took my ring. Ring? I swear one of the guards has it. I had it last week before the weekly Let's Shake Down Fargus ritual. An engraved healing ring. Family heirloom of mine. You haven't seen it, have you? Eh? Yes, I found it. Here, take it. You found it. Amazing. Thank you, thank you. You're now my favorite friend. I'll be sure to tell the others, especially my friend Ariel who runs the trade house here. Go see him now. He'll be happy to see you. Can you tell me about your background? I am a Fargoth commoner. Can you tell me about the latest rumors? I heard there had been some trouble up at Fort Frostmoth. Never heard of it? It's on an island called Solstheim, north of Vardenfell. I heard of the place. I believe there's an Imperial fort up there, Fort Frostmoth or something. If you want to go there, check around in Kuhl. There may be a ship that take you. Dude, you are not sure. You say the name first, but then you're not sure what it is. That does not make sense. How about some advice? Phew! You're Peter Green, Outlander. Might as well wear a sign new in town. What of advice? By a little goodwill. Lose a few dicks, gain a friend. Folks will listen up if you spread a little of the Emperor's gold around. How about a secret? If someone attacks you first, you have the right to defend yourself. If someone doesn't attack you first, you're going to break the law if you attack him. I already know that. Betrayed? I'm a commoner. I do whatever needs doing, cooking, cleaning, building, baking, making, breaking, and by your accent, I can tell you are an Outlander. Since you're new to this part, perhaps you'd like me to share a little local lore. Actually, no, but yes, you know I'm an Outlander because I am a red god with Swedish accent. Well, not as hard Swedish accent as most other people. Like if you've seen Anomaly. Anyway, can you tell me about the services? Get food and sundries from Ariel's trade house. That's also where you find anyone who offers training. Not much else in the way of service in this damp little swamp. How about someone in particular? The Ultima Ariel runs Ariel's trade house. Sokios Argal is the chief agent at the census and exercise offices. Specific place? Not much here. Ariel's trade house, the census and exercise office, that's the Coast Guard too, and a lighthouse, and that's it. Search rider service goes to Vivek, Balmora, Gnesis, and Suran. The road goes north past Pelagia to Borma, and east to Vivek and southeast to Ebonmoth. Well, thank you, my little elf friend. Not a lot of people today, are they? Well, they want to stick near their home, apparently. This is Ariel's trade house. Ta-ta! Can I take that?
Welcome. If you wish to talk, it is really no trouble at all.
Why, thank you, you're so sweet. Welcome to Ariel's trade house. I bought it for goods a coin. I also have a small selection of spells for sale. No credit. You want a little advice? That's free. That's all! That's free! Would you like to hear about our most popular potions or our most popular scrolls? Can you first tell me about your rumors? I heard that Riskar is upstairs having some financial troubles. Can't seem to win a wager these days. Poor man. How about some advice? If you want to live to a ripe old age, buy a weapon as much armor as you can wear and still run from trouble. Buy a spell or two and practice your skill. Don't practice on citizens. We call that foul murder, and we don't like it. But you can smugglers and bandits and all other outlaws all you like. Outlaws have no rights. Plenty of adventurers make a living from killing and looting outlaws. The smugglers come down in Adamastus first. Adamasartus, for instance. They came down near the Silstride platform. Alright, I will go check it out. Practice your skills. Practice on creatures and outlaws and anyone who attacks you first. How can you practice your skills if you how can you practice your skills on someone who attacked you first? Wouldn't you be killed because you try? Anyway, when in doubt, run away. And if you attack a citizen by accident, don't kill him. Turn yourself into a god, pay your fine and clear your name, or people will treat you like an outlaw. Now, tell me about your popular potions. Cure common disease and cure blight disease potions are most popular with travelers. Fortified strength, endurance, speed, agility are very helpful in combat. Fortified personality is popular with merchants and shy people. Of course, fortified fatigue keeps you fighting at your best. Restore health and restore fatigue are perhaps our most popular items, and for a short burst of power during a fight you can't beat. Grief, Shine, Flynn, Mase, or Suayama. Scrolls. Viking and Vitality are best-selling bargain items, restoring fatigue and health respectively. Why do Dark Elves have such hard names? CV Intervention and Divine Intervention transport you instantly to the nearest temple or nearest Imperial Shrine. Good for routine or emergency transportation. Hotwise keeps you helps with persuasion. Summon skeleton minion brings help in a jiffy, and Drothy's Winterguest does a lot of damage at a touch. Handy to whittle a too tough opponent down to size. Well, thank you for the advice. Whew, that was a lot of talking. Now I want to sell all the stuff I have except this because I want to train alchemy. It's going to be a pain, but it will be worth it in the end. I don't want to sell the iron dagger because I will use short weapons like daggers, tantos and washashakis and short swords. I don't know if I should sell Flynn, but I would definitely sell Mase. None of the alchemy things, like I said, none of the books either. I like to collect them. Torch is very useful when going in dungeons. I don't think there's a good Night's Eye spells. I have at least not encountered one. But let's just sell all the other loot we have. $29 carrot. Now, we could try to do this. I'm not sure if it works, but hey, we can try. Ah, he likes us well enough. Now, we need some gear. And we are going to use medium armor. Now, there's a couple of things. We could use the ringmail or the chain cuirass. I don't know if it affects anything if you would take the chain cuirass, considering that you need one for Imperial Legion quest, so I don't know if it breaks the quests. Now we will buy a Nordic ringmail cuirass instead, and we'll buy Shitten, but iron greaves and steel gauntlets. You buy Shitten pauldrons. A bow, of course. 50 arrows sounds about right. I usually do that when I play Elder Scrolls to start. How much gold? We have 304 left. I don't think there's anything left that we should pick up. We could do our iron helm, considering we need heavy armor as well to level up our endurance, as it is a very important skill in Morrowind and Oblivion. So I guess that. Thank you, come again. Wow, you're super tall. I'm a 30-year-old man. Anyway, let's equip our new toys. Now let's find some keys. 1. Our bow. It's the one we're going to use the most. Wait, do they have a better dagger? They have the Tanto and steel short sword. I guess short sword would be good in the start because that one doesn't do exactly a lot of damage. We also want a spear to level up our endurance as well. Endurance is important, remember. Now. Oh, what? Oh. Wait. Oh. Oh. Okay, well I'll take the short sword for now then. We don't need spear at the moment because we already have heavy armor. Now, I know this have been quite a boring episode, but it will be more epic in the next one. But I think this is a good place to start. Next episode we are going to check out some quests in Sedanin. We're going to go in a dungeon or two and level up our skills. I hope you have had a good day and you have enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching and I see you in the next episode. Goodbye.